Do you want to learn how to create canonical URLs for your Rails application? Then stick around to find out how. I'm Thomas with Brain Trust Digital. I'm a full stack developer obsessed with learning. If you're interested in learning full stack development, please consider subscribing below. I have a goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm going to need a lot of help. So if you consider subscribing or sharing with somebody who you think might be interested in this type of content, I'd really appreciate it. In this AWS Rails tutorial, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do something SEO focused. We're going to use the rack canonical host gem to ensure that we have canonical URLs specifically for the host portion of our URL. So after the protocol, HTTP or HTTPS is the host where you'd have AWS Rails or www.AWS Rails. After that, you can have the path where you'd go to the /videos or /users. So we're just focusing on the host portion of our URL. What we're going to do with this gem, you can configure it many ways. In our case, we're going to configure it to redirect all www traffic to the non-W version. So why would we do this? This eliminates duplicate content. I'm not an SEO expert, but I've worked with a lot of people on teams who handle SEO, and this was a common request. Having www.awsrails.com and just plain awsrails.com both point to the same content looks, from an SEO perspective, like duplicate content. You want to eliminate this where possible. So the rack canonical host gem is going to help us redirect all www traffic to the naked domain name version, thus eliminating the duplication for us. With that being said, let's get into the tutorial to learn how to create canonical URLs in a Rails application. The first thing we're going to do is run get status to ensure that we're up to date with master. Then we're going to check out a branch for our new code. Get checkout-b. We're just going to call this branch SEO. Next, let's flip over to the browser and look at the rack canonical host gem. So here it is on GitHub. As you can see, the first thing you want to do is add the gem to your gem file. Then you're going to flip over to the terminal and bundle install. Next, if you flip back over to the browser, you can see after you install the gem, the usage included below. There's two lines that are important here. The first is that you need to require rack canonical host in your config.ru file. And the second is how you want your canonical URL to appear, or how you want this to be formed. There are a lot of examples here. You can set the canonical host, you can set various subdomains you'd like to ignore, you can do conditional hosts or case logic, even a regex. In our case, we are just going to specifically redirect the www version to the naked domain name. The order of these statements is important, so you want to include the require rack canonical host above your environment. Then below your environment, you'll set your canonical host. Finally, you'll run your Rails application just as config.ru would always do. In our case, we will redirect the www version to the non-www version or naked domain. I just want to interrupt for 1 second and see if you're finding value. Please subscribe below, hit the like button, turn on the bell notification for future notifications of content like this. And if you are, we have a limited time offer. Our coworker here, Bear, will perform one trick per subscriber. Yes. Down. Yes. Roll over. Good boy. You're the goodest boy. Good boy. Down. Oh my gosh. We're going viral, Bear. So go ahead and save this. Get status. Get add dot to add all of our files. Get commit -m with a message. Adds canonical host to redirect to non-www. Then we will get push to push our new code up to our GitHub repository. As always, if you're working with a team, this is where you would create a pull request and have your teammate review your code. In our case, we're just going to check out master and then merge our code. Now that our new code is merged, we will go ahead and push. And finally, we will deploy. BE cap production deploy. Now that our code has finished deploying, let's go ahead and check it out in production. Here we can refresh and everything works as expected. But if we attempt to add the www version, we are automatically redirected to the non or naked domain name. As always, if you found this helpful, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. If you have any friends who you think may be interested in this type of content and you wouldn't mind sharing with them, I would really appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next AWS Rails tutorial.